We all know what you did back in the winter.
Yeah, I love playing here.
Just talk about being back in the building. I guess this is the first time since the Georgetown game.
Yeah, it is. You know, it feels good being here. You know, thinking one day that I can play all of my home games here. You know, that's a good feeling as well. You know, I think that from my college days, you know, it was real fun. You know, going back and forth with the crowd. You know, I think that's just, you know, entertainment at one, and then just fun. You know, emotions in the game too. So, you know, it's a real good feeling to be in the Verizon Center again.
How did you do today? And is this your first workout? How many workouts did you do?
Yeah, this was my second one. You know, I had Boston first. You know, this was my second one. It was a lot different. You know, a little bit more running, a little bit more contact, and you know, I just seen that I gotta do a little bit more things to maintain being in shape. You know, and you know, I shot the ball well. You know, I didn't shoot it as much as good as I know I can, but I shot it well. You know, I mean, people know what I can do. You know, it's just me just getting out here and just getting used to the workouts and, again, just having fun because it's just basketball.
Dominique, you've heard all the comparisons of people comparing your game to certain players in the NBA. What do you think you have to do to make yourself stand out amongst all the other prospects?
I mean, I just got to do what I do, you know, knock down the open jumpers when they come my way, you know, play with confidence, you know, and bring a team. You know, people look at me as a scorer. You know, I'm going to bring a team more than just scoring. You know, if it's coming from the one, getting other guys involved, getting assists, rebounding, playing good defense, I'm going to bring a team more than just being a scorer. So.
But did things change for you in terms of recognition and attention after that Georgetown game?
Yeah, you know, I think that, yeah, it changed, but I understood. You know, I was putting up the same numbers, you know, the first 2 years, but, you know, when you're losing, people don't really respect losing, you know, so they're like, oh, if this guy's so good, why can't he win? You know, so, I mean, I understood that, and I knew that I had to win games. You know, I had to get my team on a level that we can win games and play with anybody for me to get the self-recognition.
A lot of teams, a lot of scouts are saying you could be a first-round bubble pick or a sleeper of the draft. So how does that factor in as a motivation for you, or what do you think when you hear those things?
I mean, you know, I have a lot of motivations already, you know, within myself, and, you know, hearing things like that and just understanding that I'm coming so far, and to understand that, you know, with myself, I'm never satisfied. You know, no matter what is put in front of me, I'm never satisfied. You know, people are talking about first-round bubble. Before they was talking about not even drafted, Europe, and things like that. And, you know, I want to be in the top 15. You know, that's just where my motivation is taking me. You know, I'm always confident and I'm never satisfied. So.
What's maybe one thing that you think you can bring to the table that maybe you didn't show as much in college that you think you can kind of bring, you know, at the NBA level?
I mean, playing the one. You know, I know that I'm a scorer. I'm gifted when it comes to that. You know, and I think that the workouts are different from a game. You know, I feel like I'll be more focused, more warmed up, you know, and then being with a team, you know, I know my role and I know where my points are going to come from. You know, and then just getting it from the one and just bringing it, getting other guys involved, you know, driving in the middle, kicking it out for open shots. You know, it's a lot of things that I can do that I wasn't able to show in college, you know, because the team that I was on, the talent that I had surrounding me, you know, and I feel like if I could take guys like that and go beat teams in the top 10 and the top 20, then if I get with some other pros, you know, we can really make some good things happen. So.
Dominique, when you busted Providence for 46, was that your signature moment in college?
I mean, yeah, you can say that. You know, I don't know if my signature moment, but I know it was the start of a good thing. You know, I think our team came together. We realized something, and you know, when everybody is just understanding their roles and you know who to go to and what to do and what it takes to win, you know, that's a good thing for a team to understand. You know, and no matter what level you on, when you understand that, you can be successful.
You talked about, you know, playing the one the driving kick. How much of, I guess, you know, this thought process has to do with maybe the style of the NBA is different from college? It's a little more open, short shot clocks. How much is that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just feel like when you get a good shot, you have to take it because you might not get that shot again, you know, and it's 24 seconds on the shot clock. And, you know, it's a lot different from college, you know, at least coming from me, you know, because every time I stepped on the court, I was being trapped off ball screens. You know, I was being doubled. Every time I made a move, somebody else would step up, you know. So, I mean, now just being at a different level, you know, I never really got the NBA coaching. you know, as in when it comes off the ball screens, what to look for, how to play it, and how to come off down screens, you know, because in college when I come off a down screen, I'm automatically double. You know, so it's just something getting used to at the same time. You know, I think that's where other guys have advantage over me because they're used to it. They had the coaching on how to be an NBA player. And, you know, I feel like I'm raw talent. You know, so when I hear things about his potential level, how much potential do he have? You know, I know within myself that I have a lot of potential. You know, so.
Are you going to play in Chicago, or are you just going to do the interviews, the pre-draft?
I'm not sure yet. You know, I'm not sure yet. I want to move up in the draft. You know, like you said, they got me in the first round bubble, this and that. So most likely I'm gonna play. You know, I hope the other guys are gonna play too. So.
Do you feel like you can really, if you get that opportunity, do you feel like you can get into that top 15?
I mean, you know, like I said, the top 15 is just motivating me. You know, to never settle. You know, but it don't matter where I go really. You know, as long as I have a good situation, you know, opportunity to go out there on the court and show what I can be, you know, in the long run, I'm going to be a great player. You're going to look back 10, 15 years now and be like, you know, that Dominique Jones was still in the draft. So.
Who was the best guy you played against in college?
Best guy, I mean, you know, the Big East got a lot of good players. You know, they got the Deshaun Butlers and the Wes Johnsons and Scotty Reynolds, and, you know, but you can never really measure how good someone is because of the team they have surrounding them compared to the team that I had surrounding me, you know. I mean, I can look at other situations like, oh, if I would have played for this team or that team, we'd have won the national championship, you know. But it is what it is, you know. I thank God for the situations that I have in life, you know, and I thank the Wizards for giving me this opportunity to come in and show my talent and, you know, just see where the ball lands. So.
When you played against Taylor last year, was that an eye-opener for you?
Taylor?
Jermaine
Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, the year before?
Yeah.
UCF?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I didn't really understand who he was, you know, until my second year. You know, my second year is when I really understood. You know, the first year I was just some freshman, you know, that just liked to go hard, you know. But Jermaine Taylor, he's a real good player. You know, I think he had like 20 the first time I played him, 30 the first time, you know. I mean, he's a real good player.
What did you think of kind of the instruction here? I mean, the coaching instruction you got from both the head coach, the assistant coach.
I mean, you know, it's always good, you know, because this is new to me. Like I said, you know, this is new to me. I've been playing off raw talent, you know, so when I get a chance to come to a workout, even though it's like an interview for a job, I'm looking at this as a chance to learn, you know, learn different things from, you know, Sam Cassell and the coach, the head coach, and just everybody in the staff that's helping, you know, just a chance to learn and, you know, get better, because no matter if I go to the Wizards or whoever I go to, you know, my main goal is to be a good player, and I know that if I just get a little bit from everybody, you know, that'll help me in the long run as well.
How'd you do in the 7, Drew?
The 7? Oh. I think that was the easiest shot of the day, you know, and it kind of got with you mentally. You know, you just got to focus, and then once you get tired and you get frustrated, like, I just missed this, and jump right back up to 8, you like, okay, you know, but you can't quit, you know, so, I mean, you know, I was missing some shots at first, but I was thinking in my head, like, you know, just keep shooting, because I'm going to be here all day if I got to.
Guys told me last year when they did the 7 drill, they actually incorporated that into their workouts in the summer because it's such a grind and a mental focus of hitting 7 straight shots.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, when I go back home to my trainer, you know, we're going to do some of the things that we did here today, you know, to just get me used to it, you know, because I shot well, standing shots and off the dribble, but, you know, coming off screens and stuff I didn't do too well at. And like I said, because I'm not used to that, you know, it's something to get used to. You know, I never really did that in college, so.
What did you learn from Sam Cassell? Is there something he told you that's going to stick with you?
I mean, everything he tells me, you know, because he was one of the great players that I looked at. You know, like, oh man, look at Sam Cassell, he's doing this, he's doing that. You know, so when he tell me something about how to catch the ball and rip through and use my body, you know, I listen to that and I like imagine myself on the court doing that, you know. So like I said, it's just a learning process for me. You know, I can't speak for nobody else. You know, I just speak for myself, and it's a learning process for me.
What's your schedule? What's your schedule after this?
Unfortunately, I got San Antonio tomorrow. I got Chicago Bulls Sunday. Chicago Bulls Sunday, and I think Indiana Tuesday or Monday, one of them. You know, but I mean, it's just basketball. You know, when it all comes down to it, it's just basketball. So.
What were some of the questions you've heard so far from teams, interview-wise?
This is my first one.
Yeah.
You know, Boston, I didn't have an interview. You know, I just went there. And it's kind of like one of those workouts to really just get my jitters out the way, you know, just seeing how it is, experiencing it. You know, I didn't have an interview, but.
Who worked you out up there? You remember? Coach?
No, I wasn't a coach. It was like a trainer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of busy right now, huh?
And that was that Friday that they got blew out by Cleveland.
Right.
Bad timing, dog. All right, man.